showing me that and feel relaxed, it's like that therapy.
Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals. The Jazz storm through round 2, going on a rampage, sweeping in 4 straight victories. With plenty of rest, and now looking for a conference title, they face a new adversary as they go up against the Suns. The Western Conference Finals, right here, right now.
2 Western teams have run the gauntlet. Only one can emerge victorious to claim a spot in the finals. Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals begins in a moment. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And joining us from the sidelines is David Aldridge. So the opening lineup for the Suns. Deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Martin is out there with Durant, and it's Richards in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Jazz, the pairing up front, it'll be Collins and Kessler. Wing pair will be Sexton and Markkanen. And it's George in at the 1 spot. Collins, good. Look at the Jazz. It was a long, cooling series for them, Greg, in the conference semifinals. Will that impact, though, their energy level tonight?
Well, I mean, there's enough time between games in the playoffs, and that shouldn't be any excuse. On their home court, they were a better team throughout the regular season. Now it's time to go out and show.
Just 4 to shoot. Booker. Rebound, Utah. And what a start to the postseason it's been for them. 8 straight wins to breeze through the first 2 rounds.
And when you're on that kind of a roll, the next series can't start fast enough. They want to keep the momentum going, pick up right where they left off in the second round. But remember, nothing's a sure thing in these NBA playoffs.
And it's the Suns with the ball. After the three-pointer from Lauri Markkanen. Outside Martin. Durant feeling it out of it. Phoenix, no good that time either.
Oh, he's frustrated there. You know he wanted to come right back with the 3 of his own.
The 3, and Utah another 3.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
And stolen by Sexton. Lets it go with the 3. Drains the three-pointer. Sexton's got 6.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
And Mike Budenholzer has called a timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
You know what time it is, Jazz fans. Let's get loud.
Going with the new group. Booker left side. And nothing is falling for him right now.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
Three-pointer. Martin gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Now, Will Hardy talked to me a little while ago. His team's focus is trying to slow down Devin Booker. He said the thing with Devin is that he's not just an ISO scorer. They run a lot of actions for him, so we have to do our best to chase him around, and the rotations have to be on point. It's going to take all 5 guys to try and stop him, guys.
Okay, David, thanks. Here's Beal, following the three-pointer by Utah, driving to the basket, and Juzang pulls it down. Jazz leading by 18. First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. Three-pointer, drills it from outside.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D chills her.
And Mike Budenholzer is called a timeout. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust.
Headed to the floor is your Utah Jazz High Squad. Crank up the volume, fans. On the floor now, your High Squad. Get loud and let it go. Are you ready? It's T-shirt giveaway time.
Some changes for Phoenix. Donnie's checked in for Cody Martin. And Grayson Allen subbed in for Beal. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Booker against George. Knocked loose. Dunn passes to Allen. Booker looking around. Just 5 to shoot. And oh, here we go with George. Nobody back. And Utah, another 3.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Here's Booker. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. And here's Collins. He'll bring it up for the Jazz. Lets the 3 fly. And the Jazz, another 3.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the result.
Booker against George. Back to Booker. To the inside. Richards with it, working on Kessler. And there's another turnover by the Suns. Looking for the first basket of the game. Phoenix making some changes. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Nick Richards. Royce O'Neal comes in for Kevin Durant. And Beal subbed in for Dunn. 51 seconds left in the first quarter. Sexton for 3. Connects from three-point range. Sexton's got 9.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
To the middle. And stolen by Sexton. From deep, Collins. And Utah, another 3.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Booker against George. Booker outside. Over George. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. Colin Sexton, you can tell he's feeling it tonight. And, guys, has been the driving force for the Utah Jazz. We witnessed him delivering a series of three-pointers as he notched 3 total in the quarter. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And we're ready to get back into the action here in Game 1. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Jazz.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And I also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
Clarkson is out there with Collier. Then there's Filipowski. Then it's Collins. And it's Sensabaugh in at the three. That's the group right now for Utah. Collier, that's good.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
Collier's gone 2 of 2 from three-point land tonight. Here's Allen. Collins grabs the miss. So it's Utah now to the left side wing. Beyond the arc. And the Jazz another three.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Now here's Allen. He has yet to score. 5 to shoot. From the high post. Nothing that time. He's 0 for 2. Utah has gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Here's Collier. Good on the triple. Collier's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Jazz.
And 2 more three-point field goals for him here in the second quarter. Somebody had better get a hand up.
And Beal kicks to Jones. Ball's knocked loose. And now Utah, fast break. Here's Collier. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Here's Beal, and there's the drive. And he can't stop the run as he misses. The Jazz have gone a sensational 5 of 5 from the field since the start of the second quarter. Sensabaugh, and the Jazz another three.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Now here's Allen. Hasn't made one yet. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. From deep, Collins. And Utah, another three.
And what a huge performance for him. I mean, he drained 3 three-pointers in that first quarter, and he's got 2 more here in the second.
Here's Beal. Here's Allen. The rebound by Collier. 1:53 left now here in the second. And Utah, another three.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Suns have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter. 0 for 5. Jones drives in. And it's John Collins with the rebound. For Utah, they've gotten on a roll and just kept going here in the second quarter. 8 of 8. Wow. Sinks the three-pointer.
He is in a zone right now. Every three he puts up seems to be going down.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Plumlee, no luck. Here's Sensabaugh. And the Jazz, another three.
And it just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Here's Jones. 59 seconds left to play here in the half. Pass to O'Neal to stop the run. Filipowski grabs the board. And it's Utah's ball. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. This one for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Filipowski's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And now Utah, fast break. From downtown, And Utah, another three.
Well, now that they've settled into this game, you can see the offense is firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, and that is key for them, continuing to build out this lead.
And there's another turnover by the Suns.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. So it's Utah now. A nice shot by George.
And developing that three-ball shot, George is putting in the work now.
And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for the Suns. Off with the layup. And so it's the Utah Jazz, able to put on a show for the ages. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Here with Mike Budenholzer. Bud, what are you looking to clean up in the second half?
I don't think our offense is really moving the way we wanted to, getting up and down the court at a pace. And, we got to make a few more open shots, but I think we can be a lot better offensively.
We've seen that from your team, Coach. I'm sure it'll show up. Thanks. Back to you.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
And we thank you for joining this postseason broadcast, and it's been an outstanding first half for the Utah Jazz.
They're going to the arc, drilling shots, making it look simple, even by today's standards.
Yeah, you'd think a defense now would be more prepared to guard the three-point line, but that hasn't been the case. Taking a look at the Jazz in this series. Well, guys, safe to say they're in cruise control right now.
At this point, Ernie, all they got to do is keep the car on the road, man. Just don't go off to the left or right. Just keep on keeping on.
Don't let up. Keep your foot on the gas. Take this thing across the finish line.
Sure, I'm glad you were able to drive home those points. It's so good. Yeah,
see what you did with that one, Ernie.
It's unbelievable. It's a gift.
Man, it is.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
We're back at the Western Conference Finals. Happy to have you with us here on 2K Sports. John Collins has been sensational.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer, starting the second half. Deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Durant is out there with Nick Richards. And it's Martin in at the three spot. Now here's Beal, still without a basket. It's picked off. Top of the key, Booker. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. And it's Durant missing.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
To the right side. Here's Kessler. It's good from long range. Kessler's got the first field goal of the second half for the Jazz.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Stolen by George. Pass to Collins. Launches a three, and there's George. That's good on the assist by Collins. George has got 9.
A lot of confidence from George shooting a three early in his career.
Booker against George. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Team foul.
And Utah, another three.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Well, clearly the defense has had no answer for it. Might be time to try something different. After just one turnover in the first half, he just keeps giving it away here in the second. You cannot keep making these careless mistakes.
Outside, Sexton. The three from George. A three-pointer is right on target. 12 points for him.
Well, they came out of the locker room with a purpose. 4 for 4 already in the half.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Now here's Beal. No scoring in this one. No good, unable to end this run.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
Markkanen from outside. And the Jazz, another three.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
It's Beal on the wing. He's guarded by Markkanen. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. Allen's checked in for Cody Martin. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Just 3 to shoot. Durant way outside. A rebound by the Jazz.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
That's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Well, sometimes you just make shots, but they've certainly come out on a tear here in the third quarter.
Booker can't hit from in close. Jazz have gone as spotless. 6 of 6 from the field since taking the court here in the second half. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
It's stolen. Here's Collier. And Utah, another three.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
Yeah, they have made the most of their transition chances.
Now here's Beal. Nothing on the board. Misses, and the dry spell continues. 46 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Sensabaugh. Hits it from three-point range. Sensabaugh has got 18 points.
Well, this coaching staff loves to see Clarkson passing. He's developed that portion of his game.
And Booker kicks to Beal. 27 seconds left in the third. Kicks it out to Allen. Back to Beal. Pocket 6. Booker the pass to Beal. He can't get it to go.
He's having a tough quarter, scoring the basketball, unable to help them close this gap.
Here's Sensabaugh. And Utah, another three.
Ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball on the offensive end.
Well, the coaching staff made some adjustments for the second half, and they've come out with focus and execution.
And so it's Utah with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because of their intense defense. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Well, his height gives him the ability to see the floor, and he makes a quick decision and a great pass.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. We've got Williams. Jordan Clarkson is out there with Collier. Then there's Filipowski. And it's Sensabaugh in at the 4. That's the group right now for Utah.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
And Booker kicks to Dunn. Allen outside. Driving in. Can't get it to fall. And here's Utah. Pass to Sensabaugh. Here's Filipowski. Guarded by O'Neal. Over in the corner, Williams. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Poke loose. Here's Filipowski, guarded by O'Neal. On the wing, Williams. Over Martin. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. That's now 8 points for Williams. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for Utah.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And they're also finding a good deal of their points off turnovers tonight. Seems like every time they come up with an extra possession, they find a way to convert.
Martin against Williams. Martin the pass to Allen. Martin with the screen for Allen. Down low, here's O'Neal. And no good, trying to use the glass. And it's the Jazz's ball. They've picked up 11 straight. Pass to Filipowski. Over in the corner, Williams. And the Jazz, another 3.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Booker outside. Here's Allen. O'Neal a screen on Clarkson. 6 on the shot clock. Allen. It's deflected.
And that's 6th man of the year hustle by Clarkson. Outworking the shooter and just locking him up.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Collier. That's good.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it.
Allen passes to Dunn. Inside.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Pass to O'Neal. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. It's hauled in by Sensabaugh.
And he's already patted himself on the back and forgot to put the ball there in the basket.
Sinks the triple.
And that pull-up is one of Clarkson's go-to moves. And you can see why. He's put a lot of work into it.
Trying to end the drought. Rebound, Utah. Here's Sensabaugh. And Utah, another 3.
And if ever there were a way to kick off the NBA Conference Finals, this is it. Going to be a table-setting victory here in Game 1 for the Jazz.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that in men. They just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And they open these conference finals with a forceful performance to take the early lead in the series.
Yeah, they talked about sending a message here in Game 1, and no doubt about it, they delivered that message loud and clear. It's obvious who has the upper hand going forward in this series.
Dunn outside. Back to Martin. It's tipped. 43 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. That's good by Sensabaugh.
Inspired
tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. Martin, he's checked in for the Jazz. Mykhailiuk comes in for Williams. And then for Phoenix, Nick Richards. He's checked in for O'Neal. Durant comes in for Dunn. And Beal subbed in for Grayson Allen. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Booker the pass to KD. Shot clock at 6. Shot to stop the run. Filipowski grabs the board. Pass to Mykhailiuk. Takes the 3. And Utah another 3.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looked impressive. Yeah, way back when I started coaching, you never wanted a three-pointer on a fast break. Now, it's the shot teams are looking for.
And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum so critical. And you know they'll want to ride this wave into Game 2.
That concludes this broadcast of the Western Conference Finals. So now for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And as we part ways, we present our player of the game.